gentlemen, I know it's not Monday, but that's okay. We're in the best day of the week anyway, Saturday. I hope everybody's enjoying their weekends. It's December. We know what that means. Christmas is around the corner. We all about to have us a good old time. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, all the good stuff. We hope you're enjoying yourselves, and we hope you're having a great weekend. Today, we have the Let Me Talk Awards. Yes. Yes. We have the greatest award show, not the greatest podcast, but also now the greatest award show in the game. And we have a full house. First off and foremost, let me welcome back the man with many hats, Rem St. Patrick.
Sorry.
You, what's up, everybody? I had a day, keep the stress away.
Listen,
my man hat trick over here, bro.
That need to be a t-shirt slogan.
listen,
Hey, keep the stress away.
listen. Keep the kids away. That's
Yeah, you talking
That's
Jimmy
a different
hats,
kind of
yeah.
hat.
okay.
Yes. That kind of hat definitely keeps the kids away. You got to keep that on all times.
Right. All right. Okay. So now that's well known. And then we have the tribal chef,
Yes.
Atlee,
Yes,
aka PTP, Prep Combat, holding it down in the culinary game. What's up, good brother?
I'm just glad to be here, man. This is our last part of the year. We're ready to end the year strong. We got a packed house full of talented people. I'm just happy, considering where we first started to where we are now. Usually I'll have a witty line or something funny to say, but it's the holidays. We in the spirit. We're going to keep things rocking and rolling. And I just hope for everybody that's watching the pod at home, watching it on Twitch, I hope y'all enjoy the celebration of pro wrestling and sports entertainment. And I hope y'all enjoy this end of the year podcast.
Yeah, I respect you. I see he's showing off the ring, right? Y'all peep that, right? He's showing off the ring.
You see that? You see it.
He's showing off the ring. Y'all peep that, right? He's like,
Okay.
he did
Show off the ring,
Gotta
brother.
let them know.
Hey, show off the ring, brother.
We all the women do it. They be like, oh, I'm just, I just gotta stretch my hand up. Oh, you want me to point? It's over there. Why are you pointing with that finger? Oh, you mean this finger? Right here. Look.
You're right. Be reaching to show that
Yo.
joint off, bro.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. Ever since I've been married, man, I find myself leading with that hand, especially when I'm told to the opposite sex. I be waving it like John Cena. You can't see me.
That's how you got to do it, man.
No.
We proud to be married out here. Beautiful thing.
Yes, sir. And we have Ray Day with an AK, aka Styles, aka Rayante, aka Godmother Ray.
Hi. You can't look, but you can't touch. Because this is the last time we'll be able to say it this year. No, mute me either. Check. Okay.
Wait, let me put you in the waiting room. Hold on, let me put you in the waiting room now.
I will leave. I will not come back.
You promise?
Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
She about to drop kick on the shin when she see me at Wegmans. Watch. On site,
right?
Not even a conversation.
Bruh, drop kick you, bro. Oh, RKO out of nowhere, bro. Pop off the cereal. Boom. But hi.
Be worse than when Booker T got his ass whooped by Stone Cold.
Yo, RKO by the Frosted Flakes is wild, bro.
Look.
Oh boy. And
we're at our final one, you guys.
We have Ron Morrison, aka Duck Goes Bang, aka let me get the vocal cords right for this. Just the last one for the year. Blicky Anderson.
Yeah, what's going on? What's up? How y'all doing out there in podcast land? I ain't got nothing funny to say or nothing witty. I'm just here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And we have a special guest today. Special guest at the end of the show, which be how apropos, as the word Cody would use. I'm not sure what the word apropos means because Cody uses those big words that nobody knows what they mean. But we have a guest today. Joseph Trips. How are you, sir?
Hey,
Welcome to the show.
hey, I'm doing good, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on again. I remember the first time we was watching the what was it, Backlash? No, it wasn't Backlash.
It
What was
was
it?
SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam. It was pretty cool. I appreciate y'all having me back on. I'm doing good. I'm ready to jump into it.
Yes. Okay. Yes. He'll fit right in.
Yo, hey, thank you for being here, man. We appreciate it.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you.
On Saturday, that's everybody's relax and recuperate day. So we definitely do appreciate it. And I am your host, Main Event Clutch Uso, aka FDK. We Outside Incorporated CEO. I hope everybody's having a lovely day, aka the disciple of the power game. Shouts out to Samoa Joe. That's the man that taught me everything about the power game. Shouts out to the good Samoa Joe. Hope everything is all well with y'all. So let's get into it. We have our Let Me Talk Podcast Awards, and we have some very interesting categories this year. Some may be well known, but we have some interesting ones. So, good brother Pat.
Yes, sir.
Since I know you brought this whole thing together, would you like to run us down the list of things that we have?
Absolutely. So we're going to start off with our Indie Wrestler of the Year. Next up will be Faction of the Year. We have Heel and Face of the Year. We have the Most Improved Wrestler of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Tag Team of the Year. We have Champion of the Year. We have Match of the Year next, followed by the Most Controversial Moment of the Year, which I kind of feel like if everyone doesn't have the same answer for that, then we're all lying to ourselves. We got Promo of the Year, Pay-Per-View of the Year, the Promotion of the Year, Female and Male Wrestler of the Year, and we'll end the show off with our Let Me Talk MVP award.
Mm-hmm. All righty. All right, so let's jump into it. We have Indie Wrestler of the Year. So if you watch wrestling, you know what the Indies is. The Indies is the independent scene from wrestlers who basically, as Batista once said, are mercenaries, end quote. So they'll jump. Yeah. No, he didn't say that in a bad way. He was basically saying in a sense where wrestlers really don't have the backing like they should. Like in the NBA, they have a union. Football, they have a union. Wrestlers really don't have that. So that's what he mean by like they're mercenaries. So they're basically on call and they can let go at any time. So for those who don't know, independent wrestlers are those who will jump from sometimes they'll be at this show one day, they'll be on that show this day, they can sign with this promotion here, then some may be able to work in, let's say, in New Japan and still show up on AEW. So who would like to start with our independent wrestler of the year or our indie wrestler of the year?
I can go first real quick, just to knock it out. My choice was Zilla Fatu.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I feel like just basing everything off the internet and just the noise that's being made, he's making a lot of noise. Him and his cousin, I believe Jacob, as well.
Yep.
They're making some noise out there. So much so a lot of people even saying that he could be the one to take down the tribal chief, and he's even been kind of playing into it as well, doing little things like throwing up the ones and little things of that nature. And I just genuinely feel like this year he put in some work. Don't get me wrong, a lot of other people have. I'm not taking away from any other wrestler out there. But my choice was Zilla. So that's my choice.
Good pick.
Yeah, I want to piggyback on what he said. I chose Zilla Fatu as well because Jason when he was under Booker T, his training was impeccable. I really not study him, but I follow him on all social media platforms. I'm very intrigued by how he will get in, some wrestling promotion, whether it's WWE, AEW, or Impact. He could fit in a lot of places. And one thing that got me is his move set. He got this Samoan spike where he like kind of choke slam you a little bit, but then as you're going down, he hits you with a Samoan spike. And that sold me right there. He's agile for his size. He got the speed, he got the characteristics inside and outside the ring. And like the previous person said, he's making a lot of noise right now. So my pick is El Fatu.
The one thing that I do like about his character, to bring it up, is like he kind of has this I guess you can say like a Prince type of character. Not like he has this air about him, but he knows that he comes from a royal bloodline, and the way that he moves, his swagger, it's like he owns that. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. Like he real smooth, real cool, but he can turn it up like Umaga if he wanted to. So that's what I like about him too. Like I agree, his character is crazy.
You know, I was gonna pick Zilla as my choice for MVP, but I feel like, at least for me personally, for back-to-back years as my indie choice of the year, I'm going with Matt Cardona. And it's just simply, I feel like Matt defines what independent wrestling is. And just like he did when he was in WWE as Zack Ryder, he's basically reinvented what it means to be an independent wrestler, going to different promotions and doing his belt collector gimmick. Just having that freedom and independence to take yourself out of this, corporate shell and reinventing yourself into this, indie phenomenon. Um, I think he still, like I said, he still defines the indies. Don't get me wrong. I see Zilla as a, fantastic talent. And I personally think that at some point he's going to come to WWE and maybe he'll, join the bloodline. Maybe he'll do something completely different. But it's given that he'll eventually come to WWE at some point. But I feel like, at least for now, Matt is going to remain, king of the indies. He's going to, travel from the most known promotions like Impact to the most obscure ones, and he'll make himself relevant either way. Like it was a tough choice. It was either between Zilla or Matt, but I feel like, just for me personally, Matt has that edge on him that makes him like the king of the independent wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Ray, Rem.
Sorry, my phone
You can
decided
look,
to.
but you can't touch.
Wow,
Like the bat signal.
Wow. That's the second strike. That's the second strike. One
Bro,
more.
how is that a strike? That's crazy.
Because you said something already. Pat said something already. One more. One more little snide comment. The AK is coming out. I'm trying to be nice. This is the end of the year.
You can look, but you can't touch.
Yeah, Rem, if you still got them Roman vests on, I'll gladly take one right now.
I'm just gonna say that I agree with everything people said about Zilla, and that's all. I'm just gonna sit here quietly because everyone already said everything. But that was my pick.
Zilla had a good year.
Speaking of Zilla, shouts out to that Godzilla movie I went and saw on -1. That movie was top tier, but I'll get into that later. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, so I just thought about it. I went to see that movie. I'm gonna go back to see it again. Nah,
hold on. I got beef with Godzilla right now to a point, not necessarily, but not necessarily beef with guys. It's not that I got beef. Listen, it's just
beef
that
with the monster. That's crazy.
I don't really have beef with the monster. It's just the fact that he beat Superman or she beat Superman. And and I gotta read up on that. But it's interesting.
Can't fuck with Godzilla now. Godzilla is a whole different breed of monster. But I got to see. You know what? You just gave me an idea to read that because I was thinking about doing that. See, now you just reminded me. I gotta catch up on that. But we'll get into that. Rem, your pick for indie wrestler of the year?
Rem might be picking up his son, so he might be away.
Yeah.
All right, Rem. We'll get back at you. I'm pretty sure he'll break the glass and drop down into the combo like Batman does. I mean, that's what he does. Batman be just showing up out of nowhere. Next category, faction of the year. Oh, wait, I thought about this. I didn't start my picking. Indie. I have PJ Savage as my indie from Wrestler of the Year. For those who don't know PJ Savage, the man's name is it is what it is. When he says he's a savage, it is. And just the way how he carries himself, like if anybody follows him on IG, he'll throw his promos out there and he knows what he's saying and he knows how to build up a fight. And if his promos are hard, his hits are harder. So I gotta go with PJ Savage for my indie wrestler of the year. I get the hostess picks now. Faction of the year. We'll start with our guest on this one.
You already know. Put your ones up.
Look, see, I told you just drop it. I told you.
Put your ones up.
So, Ram, I took Bloodline.
Bloodline. Big B's bloodline.
You saying that because it's a blood thing, or it's just because it's?
No, I'm saying it because of Bloodline rocked all year, man. You know how we stand, man.
Blood, 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 blood,
I just had to ask the question, just making sure.
You know why I stand. I stand 10 toes down on it.
All right, I respect it. I definitely respect it. Can't go wrong choosing the blood. Joseph, who do you have for your pick?
Hey, I think I'm going to switch it to the bloodline now.
Damn.
I did have Judgment, but I'm a big bloodline fan. I ain't even go. I didn't want to pick because I'm like, they broken up, with Jay, and they haven't been a faction, as I would say. But I probably got to go back to Bloodline. So yeah, I'm picking Bloodline.
Low key, I ain't gonna hold you. My first choice was going to be Bloodline, but I didn't pick them because they, broke up and it kind of just fizzled out. But they did dominate like damn near like 80% of this year. So it was like I could go with them, but the only reason why I went with Judgment Day. My choice is Judgment Day. I'm gonna stick with Judgment Day. The reason why I'm sticking with Judgment Day is because like they've been like consistent like throughout the year, and they're starting to get their shine in their build, and they're starting to become something bigger. So that's why I went with Judgment Day. Don't get me wrong, Bloodline was about to be the first that I was going to choose, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna just rock with Judgment Day. So I'm gonna stick with Judgment Day. But I ain't gonna hold you. Bloodline dominated like 80% of this year.
I feel you with that, Ron. I feel you with that. The only reason why, because it was a hard choice for me too to go between those two. The only reason why I stuck with the bloodline part of it, not because of the fact that they did dominate all year, but also still to this very day, there's so many more storylines that's coming out of the bloodline. Still to right now. So I'm like, nah, they still dominating. Even though they're not fully together, but they're only missing one member, is Jay. They're technically together, but they're technically not. You know what I mean? But they still got so many stories coming out that faction. That's why they got the number one pick for me.
I mean, and that's fair. Like, you're not wrong. Like, y'all not wrong in y'all choices. Like
You're not wrong either, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Like the bloodline, like that storyline really, it's just a crazy storyline, at least to me. And it's one of those things where it's like you never really know who this storyline was about. And that's the good thing about it. It's like there were so many different angles in the beginning, and even still now, like it's still, like you said, still going on. Like Randy won his smoke with what's his face,
Roman.
With Roman. Jay and Jimmy are going to eventually meet up again. Cody's definitely going to get in the mix. So it's still, Sammy is Sammy. We ain't gonna talk about Sammy. Greg Flesh put the pistol down, bro. We ain't gonna talk about him. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna mention Bruno. So
we don't talk about Sammy. No.
Shout out to Gren. What up, Gren? But yeah, my bad. Y'all, who want to go next?
I mean, it was a good segue into it, so I mean, it worked out. Ray, Pat, any one of y'all have y'all picks?
I mean, there's only like two factions anyway, so we ain't got a lot to choose from any. But I'm gonna go with the Judgment Day just because I feel like they created a lot of. What can I say? I feel like from that faction, they really boosted everyone in that factions in a point of where they don't even really truly need it anymore. I feel like Judgment Day, it started out great. Y'all know I don't like factions to begin with anyway, but I feel like it's something where the people who are involved, they really got to show what type of person and what type of wrestler they can be. Have some of them outgrown it? Yes.
Hmm.
But I feel like this was something that was needed for all four of them. And they definitely per- outperformed anyone's expectations.
Real quick, before we continue, I just want to ask a question real quick. Would Imperium be considered a faction? Granted, I don't think they are, but would y'all consider them a faction?
Yep,
I
they're
would.
a group. They work together. They run to the same music just because one of the champions. They're not a collective group.
All right, and the only reason why I asked because I thought about them. I mean, the only person who's really making some moves in that group is Gunther, but I just wanted to know because I thought about it, but I wasn't sure if they would have been just considered a little team or a faction.
No,
So
they're a group. Nope, they're a group
Yeah.
or a faction. Yeah, they're a
I thought they were a faction, but it seems like the tag part of the faction sucks.
not really. Nah,
No, I
not
mean
really.
they get it. They have missteps, and Gunther's always punishing them. So it's like he's a big homie, and they're always in trouble. So it's not like they're strong. When they first came on the Raw, it seemed like they were stronger, but now it's like they want to separate them.
Because the NXT, NXT Imperium was running roughshod on everybody to a degree. Whenever you saw them,
Oh,
but
oh yeah. NXT Imperium was different. That was a different Imperium.
yeah, he was running roughshod on people. So I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Like I know they kind of got their story going on now, but yeah, look what Kaiser's. He another one that's coming up. Just keep your eye on a little bit.
Yeah. I think he had a couple. He had a couple promos like by himself the last couple of weeks, like video packages. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Keep your eye on a little bit. Pat, you didn't choose yours yet, did you?
Nah, not yet.
There you
And
go.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a Bloodline fan. Don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna go with Judgment Day as faction of the year. And the reason why
Wow.
and that's not even like I had a debate with it. This is more so this was like a clear, obvious choice for me. And the reason why I say that is because to me, a faction is about the whole group as a collective coming together for one purpose and dominating as a group. And it seems like while the Bloodline, they definitely did dominate, their dominance was in 2022 and it kind of stopped around WrestleMania. Whereas the Judgment Days, they picked up, they won the tag titles multiple times. Rhea has been the women's champion for close to a year. Damian Priest is the Money in the Bank winner. Dom is a North American champion. And they're working together as a collective to basically dominate the WWE. Whereas the Judgment Day, I mean, Judgment Day, whereas the Bloodline this year, most of the group was like based around keeping Roman on top. And when Sammy and Kevin Owens beat Jay and Jimmy, it just seemed like, they didn't have that it factor about them anymore. Like, while, yeah, Bloodline, there are still stories that go on with the group. Ultimately, it's not really a faction anymore. It's just mostly Jimmy is trying to hold on to that relevancy that the Bloodline gave him. Jay is doing his own thing. We all know at some point Solo was going to turn on Roman or, go on his own with Paul Heyman. And, not knocking him, he does have the right to do that. But Roman is more part-time now. So they don't have that presence like they did in 2022. Whereas every single show, you see the Judgment Day. You constantly see them working together as a collective, taking out Cody Rhodes or Seth Rollins or Jey Uso. Whereas the Bloodline, it's basically Roman says, all right, Jimmy, all right, Solo, you do this, and I'm gonna come back in a couple of weeks and I'm gonna, keep on leading. But my pick is Judgment Day. I feel like they've been the better stable, they've been the better faction, they've been more prominent. Even when you think about Survivor Series, last year Survivor Series was about the bloodline. This year it was about Judgment Day. And I feel like they give those nods to the team or the faction that have been highlighted for the year.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. Not bad picks for any of them. However, I think there's one group that has not gotten mentioned when they really should have. Everybody loves the Acclaim. Think about it for a minute. The Acclaim has been a group as long as the Bloodline, longer than the Judgment Day, and they're probably one of the more popular acts in AEW right now. Which is odd because I was gonna think the Bloodline because of Bloodline.
Hold on. I actually forgot about him, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mm-hmm.
No, and it's not because they're bad or whatever. I
No,
just
I know it's just easy for them to get lost in the shuffle. I understand it. So, but I mean, it's hard to take that away from them when, like I said, they've been probably one of the more, as Pat said, use the word consistency. They've been consistent ever since they've been together. And and then they have the trios title, which they won. And then they have the trios title. And then, like I said, they was on TV every single week. And everybody now is, I don't want to say everybody scissoring, but let's just say took something and turned into something else. Let's just put it that way. So this year I have to give it to the Acclaim. Yeah, I think they deserved it. And fuck Sami Zayn and got that out of my system.
Oh goodness gracious!
Got that out of my system. You can't stop that blicky from firing off. All righty. Put that in their pipe and smoke it. Next. I'm terrible. The next one. So I'm gonna ask if we want to do this as a 2-for-1 real quick, just to make this expeditiously quick. We have heel of the year and face of the year. So does everybody want to give their picks for these two real quick as we go, or y'all do it one by one?
I can go. I'll do both.
Yeah.
All right.
Make it easy.
All right. So for my heel of the year, I went with Christian Cage. And the reason why I say Christian Cage is because I can't think of anybody that has gotten natural heat just for talking about somebody's dad being dead. Like, it's such an old school character, but it works so well for him. Like, yeah, you could pick Roman Reigns, but I feel like people still cheer Roman Reigns, even though he's meant to be a heel. People boo Rhea Ripley, but she still gets the cheers. But I feel like Christian gets that natural heat just by talking about somebody's father. And he does it in such a way where it's like his character can't be duplicated by anybody else. Like, even if you gave somebody like The Miz, a promo and said, I don't know, talk about Tozawa's dad, it's not going to work the same. But Christian can pull it off. And he just proves that you don't necessarily need to be a WWE talent just to be a top level guy. And he's not even the world champion. He's the TNT TBS champion. And yet he's still, be able to be promoted as like this top guy in AEW. And at his age, to be the best heel, I feel like that's something to be honored by. So he gets my pick. For face of the year, I went for Cody Rhodes. I feel like there's nobody in wrestling period who has that natural white bread, everybody kind of baby face. That's the term that they use.
Genuine in my soul. I love black people, Cody Rhodes.
Shout out to my black brother Cody, Do-Rag Club. But yeah, like, yes. Cody does a lot of things that like most baby faces don't do anymore. He interacts with the crowd. He gives the kids the belts. He's there at like the press conferences, just being his natural self. And you can just tell, like, it kind of reminds me of how Daniel Bryan was. Like, it's organic. It's not forced. It's something that you actually feel like, hey, I want to cheer for this guy. I want to root him on. A lot of people did say that they felt when he lost to Roman earlier in the year that that'd be the end of it. But I felt like that just made him a better babyface because he didn't give up. And now he's hungrier for the title. So when he comes along this time and hopefully beats Roman at WrestleMania 40, he'll be celebrated a bit more. But I'm not gonna lie, if Roman does beat Cody again, I'm here for it.
Jesus.
That's if he faces Roman for it. Teasing fighting stuff.
Well, we know one person will be fighting for it, Drew McIntyre.
Y'all laughing a little bit too hard about that.
Yeah, listen.
Listen, there's 3 things in life that you could be guaranteed.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
People are
No,
going to
brother.
die.
I'm
Speaking,
so
You're
brother.
sick
going
of
to
it.
pay your taxes.
I'm
and
so sick of
Drew
this.
McIntyre is going to lose. Yeah, those are 3 guarantees in life.
So rude.
Drew
You're an
McIntyre could be the
amazing wrestler. You're doing great. I know whatever happened backstage, I don't know, but I know you sick of it.
he could be the only person in the Royal Rumble and he would still lose the match.
Right.
That's wild.
No, we love you, Drew. It's not like you're top dollar. Fuck top dollar.
Oh wow.
Yo,
Damn.
fuck top. Yo, I'm with you on that. Fuck top dollar, yo. Yo, top dollar, we love you, bro. Like, yo, if you want to come on the pod, bro, you got a space here, but fuck you. I can go next.
Yeah. Go in order.
I chose Rhea. But listening to Pat, I'm gonna have to change my heel to Christian because this man has been very, very, very savage, bro. And I love it. And I love it. Like it's the craziest ways too, but I love it, man. So I'm gonna have to go with him. My face, I chose Cody for obvious reasons. Like my man is literally an anime character right now, bro. He is the main character. He is the hero. Like he already has the anime backstory. Dead parent, no joke, but dead parent who's set off to avenge his father and win the title in his honor. Something that's great. We love it, man. We love to see it. And those are my 2. I'm gonna go with Christian and I'm gonna go with Cody.
Man, he the main character with no plot armor.
0 plot armor, bro.
No plot armor. Tell me, Ray, did you go for? No, Ray, you didn't go yet.
I have not gone yet.
Yeah, go ahead, Ray.
For heel of the year, I hate to say this, and I'm gonna rinse my mouth out with bleach and hydrogen peroxide, but Dominique,
there you
condom.
Hey, hold on a second. We got that recorded.
Yeah,
the only reason why I say this.
Whoa.
They speak. Damn. Y'all.
This is beautiful.
Only reason why I say Dom is because I feel like he is your by the book old school heel. And we haven't really seen that done well in a long time. Even though I'm over it, I know how many people love it. I also think the mix with Rhea definitely helped, but that's the only thing I'm giving him. Do I want him to do better for himself? Absolutely. I feel like he's definitely can do more by himself. He needs to stop acting like a little. He can fight. I just wish he stopped running. Anyway, that's beside the point. My face of the year is my baby Bianca because I feel like she is kind of like the glue holding the women's division together. Yes, Rhea did such a great job this year, but I don't feel like Rhea's main focus was on the women's division. I think it was just the faction. But Bianca was a part of that. Like a lot of the moments that you think of, either Bianca was a part of it right before it or was involved with it sometime after. So she was just in there and just, I feel like she's also changing how a face should act. So my pick is my baby Bianca. Love you, Bianca. You always welcome onto the pod. And if you just want to talk to me, like that's totally fine and okay, because we can talk about hair and our nails and I could do that ponytail too,
She's over here trying to get help and try to do hair appointments. Let me find out.
Can I just say something real quick about Bianca? I just want to put this out in the universe real quick for Bianca Belair, and this is for WWE also. I know that people have to change their characters from time to time and evolve, but please don't turn her heel. Like, I feel like if John Cena can be a career face, don't turn Bianca Belair heel. There are so many little girls who look up to Bianca, and I feel like her turning heel, even though we know wrestling, is it's. I don't want to use the word fake, but wrestling is scripted. People still believe in Bianca Belair. Like, you see the little girls like twirling the ponytails, they love her, they go crazy when they see her, and it's very rare that we, as African Americans, get somebody that could be considered a role model in wrestling. So please keep her babyface. I could care less if she gets booed and she's still doing good. Just keep her babyface. That's my only
You
wish.
know what? You know what they can do, and it's something I've been really been thinking. They can make her a strong baby face. Like, honestly, they could just take the baby out of the baby face and just make her a face. Be like, I'm strong. I'm not going to take your stuff, but I'm not going to go against who I am as a person. I don't think we've really seen that. So make her strong. Make her like, oh, you think you're all big and bad? You're nothing compared to me because I'm strong and I got my fans behind me. It's like giving you know, when Goku was like, everyone give me your strength. It's like that, but not as cheesy and corny. Like, we're not all going at the screen. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'll raise my
yeah,
hand.
I'd like to agree and to add to their point, man. Like, she is really something important. I knew this is how I knew that she was important. Like, my daughter, she's 5, and I believe I told this on the podcast before, bro. But I haven't had the conversation about race or none of that with my daughter or nothing like that, man. But we was playing WWE 2K23, man. And she was like, man, I love Bianca. She looks like me. And that shit really hit me. Like, damn, like you even you noticed this as a 5-year-old, like, and it really, like, damn, like Bianca doing something major, bro. Like, she really out here really repping for the little black girls out here, man. And that's a hero that a lot of little black girls who's into wrestling need to see, man. So yeah, I'm with y'all, man. I hope she stay a face. Like, please don't make her a heel. And if you do, and if she does unfortunately be a heel, please don't give her the stereotypical black role. The yeah, girl, okay, like the
I'm
extra
gonna take
super.
my earrings off. Oh no, you didn't. I'm turning
Oh,
off.
right. Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. Hold my
Gonna happen.
earrings.
Y'all want to know what the funny part about that is? She was like that at NXT before she turned
Yes,
face.
she was.
I know, and
Yes,
I
she
hated it, and I
was.
Yep.
hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I hope she knows she definitely was like that at NXT. But that's what made me love her in the first place, because she was like, Remember that day
But
Charlotte said they disrespect her? She was so. I gotta find that
so
clip and
Bianca
send it to
already
you.
does that. She already takes her earrings off and does as a face.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
no,
but we're saying
it
that
was
we
something
don't
else
want
she
to see
did.
that. Yeah, like
Oh
she
yeah,
I
she
don't want to see let
yeah
her be herself. Like, yeah, I
yeah.
get what y'all saying.
Oh, my bad, Joseph. You were saying something. My bad.
no, I was gonna piggyback on what he said when she told Charlotte you don't even go here on
Uh
NXT. That
huh.
was fire. That was fire.
That was her best self. To be quite honest, that was her best self. But I feel yeah with that though. Bianca needs to be Bianca. She needs to keep it pushing that way. It got her to the dance. It got us kept her there. So we'll keep Bianca. Ram, I believe you are. No, Ray, you did your face. You said Bianca. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rem, you're up, sir.
Okay, and what's the topic now?
Faces of the year and heel of the year.
All right, let me pull my list up. You said face of the year,
And heel.
female face.
I got you,
Uh,
bro. I got you,
no, it
bro.
don't have to be.
Your
It could be a male or
I'm
female.
driving.
no,
My
I
bad.
was gonna say I got your list. Your list so far for heel and face is Cody for face and Roman for heel.
Yeah. And it's all self-explanatory. Like, Roman, Roman,
Right.
Roman, Roman is the heel of the year, and he doesn't come to work. You know what I mean? And then, no matter what, can nobody out babyface Cody right now? Like, Cody gives you an inspirational speech for anything. He can stub his toe and make you feel like stubbing your toe is the best thing on earth. Like, I know you stubbed your toe, man, but you know what? It's not the end of your story. get a Band-Aid, put it on your pinky toe, and we're gonna go out here. We're gonna conquer this together. So you know what? Yeah, both of them. They're self-explanatory on my end.
That's crazy about Roman. Like Roman reminds me of that dude who doesn't come to work, who comes to work like once in the blue, always takes a sick day, but yet somehow he gets promoted. He definitely is a heel.
Does that really make him a heel, or does that make him a
So what you
genius?
saying is Roman works for the government. Say less, yo.
Basically.
Oh,
I'm a federal employee.
Nah, you know
I've
what
seen
makes
it.
Roman heelish? Because no matter what he does, he's in ultra manipulative. Oh my god, big word moment. Manipulation mode. Like no matter who's around him, no matter what happened, he's in their head, he's in their mind, and he's making everybody else do the work. Superhero tactics.
That shit. That's working smarter, not harder. I ain't mad at him. I would say what I have ways at work, but I can't say that, so we'll keep it pushing.
Sammy should be the heel of the year, if you ask me.
Oh, wait, yeah. Look.
Whoa.
See, he already said my pick. There you go.
Yeah,
but don't worry.
You know why.
take me to
Nice little
the
segue for you,
king.
brother.
Don't worry, no. I'm gonna let Joseph go
Did you
first.
say Sami Zayn?
Hold on.
I'm
So
gonna
what
let
we
Joseph
saying
go first.
is Clutch is Fred from the pup named Scooby Doo, and Sammy is his red hair. And
Red
say
hair,
less,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. Every time. Every time.
That man
Joseph,
broke up the family.
it's your turn, Joseph. Yeah. Oh boy.
Heel of the year, I gotta go with Rhea Ripley because she dominated the whole women's division, and she is. They don't want to admit it, but she's the leader of the Judgment Day faction. You know,
He damn sure is.
she calling the shots. You know, they looking at her for guidance. So I gotta go with her for heel of the year. And same thing y'all said. Cody Rhodes is obviously face of the year of the male division, in my opinion. Traditional babyface, kind of like I don't want to say Hulk Hogan because I don't fuck with Hulk Hogan, but yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, nah, we team fuck Hogan over here,
Yeah.
yo.
Sure. Hogan with 2 middle fingers.
Man, fuck Terry Bollea.
Actually,
There we go.
Terry.
There we go.
It's not Hulk.
Use
It's
his
not Hulk. It's Terry. Yeah.
The ultimate disrespect. Call him by his real name, right?
Yeah, Terry. Not Hulk. You like
Nigga,
Hulk.
mama name him Terry. I'm gonna call him Terry.
As much as that man lies, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't his name.
I mean, gotta go where the money is. Oh, okay. Is it my turn to get this out of my system? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
For my face of the year, I'm gonna go with my boy Jey Uso. I believe he became. I was gonna go LA Knight, but I have to say Jay because after Jay got that proverbial shove to the face, it came full circle for him. Especially if you like we spoke about earlier, the bloodline has always been that inaugural story of the WWE for the last 3 years. But Jay's got the worst of it from everybody, and for him to now break away from that. And now he's on his own on Raw. He's doing what he's doing, and he's still got the crowd behind him. That they made him. He became his own man at that point. Even though I'm not saying he wasn't, but as a singles competitor, you became your own man, and now you became literally as his name says, main event Jey Uso. He's in the main events. He's been in the main events for the past 3 years now. So I have to give the face of the year to Jay. Well deserved, and hopefully, we see him with a singles title real soon. I know it ain't gonna be the world heavyweight, but I'd love to see that IC title on him and eventually the world heavyweight championship at some point. For my heel, I was gonna say Dominic Mysterio, but it's Sami Zayn. And for those that's listening, like
my dog,
but Clutch, Sammy's not a heel. He's a face. No. That man's a heel, and I've been saying this for the last year now. Sami Zayn has fooled everybody thinking there's a conspiracy against him. But yet this man joins a group, an ethnic group of people of Samoans, infiltrates it, and then turns one of their own against the other. If that's not some great A heel shit, I don't know what is. And now he is on Raw trying to tell Drew McIntyre, I got beat down and I picked myself up and I kept pushing because that's my something. No. That
Well,
man is the ultimate heel. He's been the ultimate heel. I don't know why we giving Roman so much shit. I don't know why we giving Dominic so much shit. Because Sami Zayn has been the heel of the century, the decade. This every year, Sami Zayn's the heel of the year. Every year. Every year
year.
till someone takes his spot. Y'all might as well mark this now, put this time stamp, and it's Sami
not the
Zayn.
timestamp.
Yes, the time stamp. The time stamp of 8, no, excuse me, 9/22, December 2nd. No, yeah, December 2nd, 2023. Sami Zayn is the heel of the next 5 years. 5 years. Like Biggie says, 3 ain't enough, give him 5.
Yo, shout out to Big E.
Shout
Shout
out
out to Big E. But all just cereal, y'all. It's Dom. It's definitely Dom. Dom's been doing his thing as a heel. He's getting comfortable as he goes about it. Anybody that could boo you every year without, I mean, not every year, every city you go to, and you can't even get a word out, and they're booing you just to boo the hell out of you, you're doing something right. You're doing something right. Most of the time, people don't care about what the heel is saying unless they have some type of charisma to him, like how the Miz does. He have a certain level of charisma to him, but Dom gets booed and you can't even get a word out of him. So yeah, I gotta give it to Dom. He's only getting better. So Dom's my pick. Dom is my pick. Oh, I feel.
I just want to make sure, Joseph, did you have something you wanted to add to the
Oh, I was
the
gonna
heel
say I'm
pick?
bamboozled, bro. That I never thought of it that way, and I can't believe it, bro. I never thought of it that way.
See,
I
see,
Yo,
never
this
thought of it
man,
that way.
We
My
gotta
eyes
believe
are
it now.
open now.
this man has been on Sami Zayn's ass since he joined, bro.
no
No,
bullshit.
really.
No bullshit. I was mad when Roman gave him that. Remember when Jay made that face? Like, are you serious? Is you kidding me? Yeah, yeah. I was mad as a motherfucker because I knew Sammy was up to some bullshit. And then
He was
what
feeling
happened?
Uzi.
Nah. He can't use the word Uzi. He can't. I don't care if you made it up. He can't. That's what they do. They join and they're like, oh, I made this word up. I'm part of y'all now. I get to say this. No, you cannot.
So
You
what
didn't
you
walk the
saying
hot coal
is,
of fire.
He said,
so what you saying is, he like that one white dude hanging around all the black dudes and think he
That
get an
thinks he's
N-word
black.
pass.
Yep.
Not
He
the
didn't walk
Uzi
the hot coal of
pass.
fire. He
Uso.
didn't
Yo,
walk.
wait,
Wow.
wait. Speaking of Usis, wait a minute, hold on. Yo, yo, shout out to the Usi Juicy Hoochies. That's a thing. So shout out to y'all.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah. So
They don't know.
yeah, the Usi Juicy Hoochies is a thing. I
That's
believe. What's her
wow.
name?
Wrestling auntie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lovely Lavenu, however you pronounce her last name, but she goes by the wrestling auntie, and she came up with the Usi Juicy Hoochies. So shout out to y'all, man.
Send this to me. I need to
Not.
infiltrate.
All right, I got you, bro.
Anyways, we'll fix that in post. Moving on. Most improved wrestler of the year. So we'll do this one way. We'll backtrack it. So we'll kind of counter and clockwise. So we'll start back with Joseph. We'll start back with you, sir.
My pick for most improved is Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Good pick.
From his turn from face to heel is just amazing. Can't get like I said earlier, he can't get his sentences out. He can't even look at the camera. He can't even reach for a microphone. He couldn't do that last year. Last year, people was giving him the benefit of the doubt because that's Rey Mysterio's son. He's sloppy in the ring. It's okay. It's cool. But now he literally has a name for himself. So from his transition from last year to this year, I got to go with Dominic.
All right.
That's a
We
good
have
pick. That's a good pick.
Rem. I believe it's Rem.
I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that one too. I couldn't think of anybody, but as soon as he made that point, yeah, Dominic, Dominic, man, he definitely does get that loud reaction, and it's crazy. He actually stepped up his wrestling too as well in the last few matches he's been having. and he's also North American champion. So Dominic is most improved.
All right, Ray.
So mine is a little bit different. I'm gonna say Zelina Vega
Good pick, real good pick.
Real
because
good pick.
I feel with the little bit of time that she got, she showed that she could maneuver with anyone in the ring and she could draw you in. And I feel like that should have been someone they were should have been really, really pushing during this year because she got love across the board. Not even just in Puerto Rico when they went there and all that, but like everywhere. Everyone when she was out there, everyone was cheering for her. She definitely showed that I'm not just a pretty face. I'm more than just a manager. I'm actually a damn good wrestler. I've learned, I've worked and made myself better. Put me in the ring.
Shouts out to Queens in the building. That's a New York girl right there.
That's my Royal Rumble winner pick.
Queens in the building. And I said this before. Women who love anime and wrestling, yeah, they're those are the those are the best ones. Anime
Nigga,
wrestling,
Yep.
Real for real.
those are the best ones.
absolutely.
Those are the best ones. Either it ain't gotta be all three, but either of those three: wrestling, anime, or sports. Best type of women, hands down. But we love all women, though. We gonna love all women. Oh, we got Ray, so it should be Duck. Duck is your turn, sir.
My most improved, it's a little bit different. I went with Swerve Strickland. Um, Mostly from a character point of view. Like in the ring, if you've been following him, which was crazy when I found out because I used to watch Lucha Underground, and when I found out that he was Deadshot, I was like, "Yo, that's because Deadshot was my guy in Lucha Underground." So I've always been a fan of Swerve, but being in AEW and seeing how he's been growing, it's been something special. And he's been building his character up to a point to where, like he said, that he can see himself being the first Black AEW champion. And I myself can definitely see him being the first AEW heavyweight champion, or world champion. Um, I'm loving what he's doing. I just want to see where, as far as his character goes, because he's a creative guy. In ring work is amazing. We don't need to talk about that. But I'm curious to see where this character goes, man. And when he left WWE, a lot of people was like, "Oh, you got rid of Swerve. You're crazy." And I thought I was the same way, that they're crazy for getting rid of Swerve, and he's just showing what he is and what he's doing, and he's doing his thing, and I love it. So Swerve is my choice.
Good choice. Shouts out to Prince Nana. Got the dance going and everything. That'd be the highlight of the night for me, seeing Prince Nana dance. So shouts out to Prince Nana.
Facts, bro.
Pat.
Facts.
I'm gonna go with LA Knight as my most improved pick. And the reason why I say that is because before the year even like started, this man, we all seen what he was able to do as not Max Dupree. We also see what he was able to do in Impact, and he dominated there as champion. He cut like the best promos. He came over to NXT, did his thing at NXT, but then they wanted to move him to Raw or SmackDown or whatever show they wanted to, and he was going to be a manager. And he went from being, able to do the LA Knight character and kind of getting, the little pop here or there to sometimes his pops like rival Cody Rhodes. Sometimes they rival Roman Reigns. And I think I could probably safely say if CM Punk cut a promo and LA Knight interrupted him, it would probably, be bigger than Punk's. Like I can't think of anybody in recent memory that made that transition from who is this guy to he's the guy. His merchandise sales overnight are like the best in WWE. He's always getting cheers and reactions. He had the promo where he did the contract signing with Roman Reigns, and the crowd was about to do his catchphrase, and he told them to not right now, and they stopped. And for the crowd to listen to you like that unanimously, that means you got that it factor. And only so many people have that in wrestling. Like Roman Reigns has it, John Cena had it, Rock and Stone Cold had it, and now LA Knight have it. And to have all this happen within a year, I feel like that's pretty incredible. I definitely like all y'all picks as far as the your choices. I think Swerve is definitely going places in AEW, and I kind of hope that he becomes their first black champion. I've been rooting for Selena Vega for ages, and I'm happy that she's finally getting her shine. I do kind of hope low key either she wins Money in the Bank again and actually cashes it in again, or she wins the Royal Rumble and like takes it all. Dominic definitely has shown a lot of improvement. And I think it just goes to show that, pro wrestling has a lot of great stars on the rise in both companies.
I like it. I like it. Very great picks. Very great picks. I'm gonna agree with Joseph with Dominic Mysterio being the what was it? Most improved of the year. I'm all over the place. Most improved. From where Dominic started with being with his dad, and to where he is now, he does seem like he's transitioning well. Granted, he is with, as Ray stated, he's with Rhea, Finn, who's a vet, Damian Priest, who's still growing comfortably into his character as well. He's with a comfortable group of people who was also teaching him as well. So for him to show growth in a short amount of time, because remember the pandemic too, that was just like 3 years ago in 2020 and in 2021, where everything was Thunderdome era. So for him to find himself and found himself quickly and still was able to keep that kayfabe alive in some way, shape, or form, that actually shows tremendous tremendous IQ for the business, especially that segment where he had with the Usos. He asked him, "Have you ever been to prison?" Those little things, when you're able to do that right then and there, it shows a lot about who you are and how well you pay attention to the business. So, yeah, I gotta give it to Dom. Yeah, I can't take that away from you. We have Rookie of the Year next. Rookie of the Year. So, Pat, we'll go back to you.
This one is going to be probably controversial. I did have one pick initially, but I just switched it. I'm going with Logan Paul as Rookie of the Year. And
Nope.
That's fair. That's actually fair.
Regardless of
I just don't like that man.
Regardless of how you feel about Logan Paul, you cannot deny this man has had some of the most talked about matches this year. He's already the U.S. champion, and he's only been wrestling this year only. That's a pretty impressive rookie year. I feel like the last impressive person to have that kind of rookie year was Brock Lesnar in 2002 when he had the undefeated streak and won the Undisputed Championship. I can't think of anybody else who's had that kind of success. And what makes me actually like Logan Paul is that he's not one of those celebrities that's, I'm just here for, a photo shoot or promote a movie. I'm going to do a clothesline and have everybody go crazy. Like, he's actually trying to study the game. Like, he's dedicated himself full time to perfecting his craft as a wrestler. And, love him or hate him, I respect him about that. Like, I feel like most celebrities come into the WWE or the wrestling in general and try to see what they can get out of it. But he's trying to see what he can give back to it. And I think that's, a great thing to see from somebody of his caliber and his celebrity. I would love to see him, have more matches, but again, he is still a rookie in the traditional sense. But I definitely think, he had a great year and it's only going to get better from here.
All right. I see we're playing musical chairs in the room. So, Rem.
Rem said BRB.
Yeah.
Okay, but BRB Rem. Wait, hold on.
I'm back right now. I'm back.
Alrighty. What you got, Rem? Rookie of the Year.
So, give me some quick choices.
First off, I want to say that Yankee belt in the back looks real nice.
I mean, thank you, brother. I mean, I heard some suggestions for your brother. You know what I mean? And you really looked out and pointed the wife in the right direction.
Good choice. Good choice.
So,
means who you think is the rookie? So far it's been Dominic and Swerve that's been out there.
Ooh, well, I chose Dominic for the last choice. We could go with Swerve because to me, Swerve is not a rookie, but right now this was his first year in AEW, and he's not the same Swerve that we had in NXT. He's elevated his game, and that match
Oh
with him and
wait, time out.
that ma-
Are we on rookie or are we on a most
Rookie.
improved?
Rookie.
Oh man, my bad, yo. I thought we were still on that. My bad. My bad. This damn.
No, I mean, Dom ain't a bad
My bad.
Dom ain't a bad choice for it.
I'm gonna hold the rookie for the year for the AEW side because he's definitely had been doing his thing, especially that match he just had with Hangman. That shit was incredible.
It's crazy.
That was a match. I mean, dudes drinking each other's blood. They vampires now. Vamp life all the way.
All right. Rami still. All right. I'm not. All right. There we go. Duh.
My rookie of the year is let me pull up my list real quick. I went with Zilla. And I mean, he's still growing. I chose Zilla for my rookie of the year. Zilla Fatu. Again, we talked about it when it came to the Indie Star of the Year. Those are my main reasons for why I chose Zilla.
All right. No problem. Ray, did you? No, Ray, you didn't go. I'm going backwards. Okay, Ray.
Yeah, I'll go with Zilla as well. Yeah, I think that's a good choice for Rookie of the Year. Doing amazing work.
Alrighty. Shout out to Zilla Fatu. And Joseph.
Rookie of the year, I did have, I was gonna say Trick Williams as like his coming out year, but I feel like they probably, save that for next year, even though he's getting the hype and stuff now. But I'm gonna have to backpedal like what Pat said and choose Logan. Solely from the Royal Rumble performance, his battles with Ricochet. Now he's US champion, so yeah, I gotta give it to Logan.
You know, I'm gonna stick with. It's funny. You actually picked my pick, Joseph. I'm gonna stick with Trick Williams, and I chose Trick because before Trick, when you seen him with Mello, you was looking like it was like one of those Sean and Janetti type of things, where it's like, okay, clearly Carmelo's a Sean and Trick is a Janetti, but Trick ain't no Janetti. He's starting to show. He's starting to show who he is, and he's finding his footing as well. Especially now when he had that match with Dom before, and when he won that match, the crowd went crazy for him. And again, he's starting to find himself. He's starting to find his presence. He's starting to find what those little things work for him, and when not to do too much, and when to do just enough. Because before, Trick used to just be all over the place, especially when his promos. He would just talk, and you'd be like, what the hell is he saying? But now he's starting to find out exactly who Trick Williams is and who he wants Trick Williams to be. So I'll give it to Trick Williams. Even though I know Logan Paul, I can see why you guys would pick Logan Paul for that. The only reason why I didn't go with him would be because Logan's had matches already with guys that honestly really were top tier performers already within that. Within 1 year, he had, I'm not sure if it was this year or last year, but I think, no, it was last year. In that same year, he faced Seth and Roman. Actually, yeah, he faced Seth at WrestleMania, I believe. Was it SummerSlam? It was one of the two, and he faced Roman at Crown Jewel. So yeah, I'll give it to Trick this year. I gotta give it to Trick Williams. Man deserves it. Oh, what's the?
And shout out to Booker T for making Trick's theme song the best one.
What?
Yo, for real. Trick. What?
For real.
Uh-huh.
Yo, for real. I think Wade Barrett tried to do it. He butchered it, but Booker brought it back. So
They
we
can't
good.
let us have anything, right?
No, never. Never. See, that's what now y'all know how I feel about Sami Zayn. Now you know
I'll spit my water out.
no. I'm a menace. I know. Tag team of the year. Tag team of the year. Who we got? Who we got? Come on, throw me some names. Who we got?
I
I'm
think I
gonna say the
said
Acclaim.
Judgment Day for my pick.
No, I guess that's fair. Stable could be
Ron,
a
what was my pick for that?
Let me check. You picked Judgment Day. No, wait, hold on. That was
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah. Actually, you didn't have a pick for tag team.
I mean, a stable, just to be clear, like if a stable does have a tag, like the New Day was a stable, but they were tag team champions, so that's fair.
Yeah.
So if you do have a stable as a tag team, then that is fair. That is fair. So even that would include AEW with their trios world titles as well. So that means the Elite, not FTR, the Elite, the House of Black, the Acclaim, they will be as well included in this category because those are tag team championships.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Judgment Day because they've just been more dominant, even though they piggybacked the champs a couple times. They still got it and they're still relevant and on top of their game and division. So yeah, I'm going with Judgment Day.
Okay. Ray. She was waiting. Waiting.
You're gonna hate my pick. I'm gonna say Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Yo!
Oh.
I'm starting to think she gave you the wrong lotto numbers, man, on purpose.
She definitely
What?
is.
Sabotaging.
Really? I just feel like when I saw them, they were just.
No, you just saying it's a trope. You know good and damn well.
I'm not gonna lie, I like those two together. Because if you remember earlier in their careers, they hated each other. And I'm like, Kevin Owens, you got little feet. Why are you mad at Sami Zayn? Like, that never made any sense to me.
He does run
And they
flat.
were always like butting heads. And then like kind of seeing them like come together and kind of, I wouldn't say they put a crack in the bloodline. I was like, wow. So I have to give it to them. But I knew you and like my pig.
It's not so much as Kevin, it's Sammy. Oh my God. I'm gonna cry in the corner real quick. I'll be right back.
No.
I'd rather somebody say they hated crumbled cookies before they pick Sammy. Oh my God.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh my God.
You really did go cry in the corner.
Oh my God. Oh
That's
my
crazy.
God. My heart is hurting.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we could just say
My
we
neck.
can say Kevin Owens
My
and
back.
regular feet
The
size
ginger
Kevin
snap.
Owens.
Yeah,
Okay, we could.
Wow.
Oh, my neck, my back, my neck, and my back. Oh my Lord. Yo. Oh my Lord. Sami Zayn. Ugh. 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 Okay, I got it out of my system. FYI, people, I really don't hate Sami Zayn, but it still fucks Sami Zayn.
Cap. Say
Just
cap.
yeah, nah, I don't hate nobody. That takes up too much energy. Duck,
It's good, bro.
who's your pick for tag team of the year, Brody?
Tag team of the year, I said Judgment Day. Just
Okay.
because, honestly, this shit was all over the place. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. Like the tag team thing was so tough to choose. Like you said the Acclaim, I'm like, damn, I could pick the Acclaim, bro. But I'm like, I chose Judgment Day because honestly, that was just a any mini mighty mo ass pick, bro. Tag team wrestling ain't really, at least to me, ain't really been that great. At least out of this year of wrestling, nothing that I can think of to where it stands out. So I went with Judgment Day. Um, so that's where I landed with it. No
Okay.
deep reason, no real thought behind it, no philosophical reasons, just any mini mighty mo, bro. Like that's really what it was.
Nah, that's fair. Nah, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Gotta choose what you got. Oh, that's definitely fair. Joseph, who do you have for your tag team of the year?
Tag team of the year, it got to go to the greatest tag team ever in WWE history. Uh, I don't know how y'all gonna take it. Y'all probably kicking me out for this, but it got to go to the Usos. I don't know. I'm a big Usos fan. That's my hot take. I'm gonna stick with it. The greatest tag team ever in
Joseph,
WWE history.
I
every
mean,
podcast we do.
yeah, you're in the right spot to say the
And
Usos, bro. You
Mhm.
safe here. We agree with
that,
you on that.
no, for real though, I said it a couple places and they like, oh my gosh, bro. I'm like, hey, you just gotta live with it. I'm not backing down from that one. They the
Yeah,
greatest tag team ever, and I chose them because what they was able to do to Roman, like they show his vulnerable side when it was the Usos versus Roman and Solo. They had that man stressed out when Jay and Jimmy kicked out of what? Well, a spear and a Samoan spike combo, and they kicked out. Then Jay was the first person to pin Roman in a couple of years. Just that whole little time frame. It was just a masterpiece in my opinion, and that's why they get tag team of the year.
hmm I have to agree with the Usos as well. You never bet against the Usos.
Yeah, you do.
No, you can't. Because how can you outwit two twin
Watch
brothers?
me.
They was in the
man,
womb together. Like you can't outwit
listen.
them. I mean, you can't. Like if they literally finish each other's sentences. That's what makes them really, honestly, to be honest, that's what, because they kind of do, even though the New Day ain't related, but they're able to do the same things. But that's what kind of makes the Usos what they are, is because they are able to be themselves. And not to mention, they single handedly elevated the tag team division of WWE, hands down. And if you don't believe me, name any other tag team in the WWE that was constantly in the main event for the past year.
It's two things you don't do, bro. You don't bet against the Usos, and
Nope.
you don't bet on Drew McIntyre. Boy, I tell you, those the two things you don't
I'm
bet.
sick of this
You don't.
podcast. Leave him alone. You act like he's choosing this for him. So he's not. Drew McIntyre's a fantastic wrestler.
He said,
I'm so
"Stop
sick of
hitting him
y'all.
hard."
No, we're not saying he ain't a good wrestler, yo. He's a phenomenal wrestler. Look, I was a
Him
Drew
versus
McIntyre fan, bro. Like, just so we clear, when he was the chosen one, I was a Drew fan. So you can't say I ain't no Drew fan. I was with him when my man was out here being the future. All right, when he had the Future Shock DDT as his finisher. I've been that much of a Drew fan. But that boy be losing, man.
He's a fantastic wrestler and he's a fantastic loser. I mean,
listen,
Sick of y'all.
it's as I said, the Drew McIntyre is his Michael Jordan is the Samoans. He can't get past them. He just can't get past them no matter what he does. He can't get past Jordan, Pippen, Rodman. He can't get past none of them. Oh boy. Shouts out to Drew though. He is a fantastic wrestler. All jokes aside, can't take that away from him. Top tier, top tier. He's very much up there in that class of wrestlers. So
yes, he is.
can't
He
take
Still
just
that.
got
have
to
that damn
stop.
sword.
He just got to stop blaming Jey Uso because Jey Uso was even allowed in that country. Talk about Jey Uso costing your title match. Man, them drunkos couldn't even go to England or wherever it was at for you to lose that match, bro. It was solo. Just admit it, you'd be all right.
I don't know. Drew seemed low key kind of racist though. It's like, oh, all Samoans look alike, so I'm just gonna fight you regardless.
You know, it's wild. He didn't have that same energy for Sammy when he came to Raw.
Nope.
He left Sammy alone. He said he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't in that War Games match. Yeah, Drew,
All
we
right,
peeped.
Sammy, I understand you used to be bloodline, but you know what? You're a good guy now. Here you go, Jay. No, Jay, you can't be here. It's because of you I lost, bro.
Like I wasn't even there, bro. It was my day off.
Word. I
Like,
was in Florida with the kids and Gators. Jay was making crawfish in the backyard with the rest of
Mm-hmm.
the family members.
He's with the Uzi Juicy Hoochies.
Exactly. Jay, send me that invite, please. Um.
Invite.
This man,
Anyway.
wow.
Uh, next one. Next one. We have. Oh, this would be an interesting one. Champion of the year. Excuse me, champion of the year.
Oh, I like to start that one off.
No, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My champion of the year goes to the ring general Gunther.
Yes. Same.
Roman, don't get me wrong, Roman. I love you as champion, but I feel like if we put the two of y'all together side by side, as much as I love the bloodline, I'm going for the general, man. Like Roman has been the best WWE world champion and probably the best heavyweight champion in the last decade or so, probably longer than that. But I feel like the WWE championship didn't need much saving as far as relevancy, whereas the Intercontinental Championship just seemed like it was tossed around for a bit. It wasn't as relevant as the other belts. Miz had it, he gave it some prominence, and then it just got handed to anybody. Whereas Gunther put some legitimacy behind the belt. He's probably had the best matches of any WWE talent in the company, and he's made the belt almost as important, if not more important, than both world championships, and that includes WWE and AEW. So I feel like if you want to compare like stats, he's the best champion that any company has right now. Here's my pick.
All right. We'll start with you on this one, Joseph. I feel like I'm making you last and everything, good brother. Who's your champion of the year?
I chose Gunther as well. He put on 5-star matches every time he's in the ring. Like Pat said, that he made the Intercontinental prestige again. So if he's doing all this as a mid card title holder, just wait till he get a world title, and I think he'll be even more dominant. But yeah, my pick got to go to Gunther.
Okay, I like it. Ray, who do you have?
Gunther. I mean,
That's the way you said it. I'm sorry.
because it's like it's just I feel like everyone might just pick Gunther at this point. Like
She said, Gunther. Gunther, you get home now.
shut up.
Outside these boy, you better get on now. You hear? um, Duck, who you have for your pick for champion of the year?
And I'm gonna tell you why I picked Roman, bro. All year round, everybody's whole thing has been about. First of all, the man is just every day that he has the championship, he's breaking a record.
Wait, hold on, Duck. Who did you say? Because we couldn't hear you. I didn't hear you. Who'd you say?
I said Roman. I said Roman.
Okay, Roman.
Wow.
I picked Roman because every day this man holds the belt is a new record being broken. You know what I'm saying? Now, nobody is saying that this man is going to be beating. Damn, what's old boy's name?
Bruno or Hogan?
Sammartino's record because one, they wrestle like 3 times a year, but it's a different, that's a different situation. But also, like this man has been breaking records. Um, everybody has been speculating on who's going to beat this man. Like his reign has been so good that it's now to the point like, all right, who's going to beat this man? Even so much so that everybody's just coming out with theories like, oh, listen, you see this person's going to beat this person. Like, he's going to be the one to beat him because this is the reason why. Like, look at this. Like, oh, this person's getting built up. He could be the one to build. Like, even with like, as we mentioned with Zilla, even Zilla minding his business, building up his career. Everybody's like, oh, Zilla could be the one to beat him. So it's like, even though his reign is who can be the one to beat him, that's still good because it's not like they're saying his reign is bad. It's just that his reign has been triumphant. So now it's like, who can be the man to beat the man? And everybody wants to see him be beaten. Now, we, I don't know, if we talked about it on the pod or behind the scenes, but we was like, damn, we thought that Drew was going to be the one to beat him at one point, but that didn't happen. And we all kind of, and it's not a jab because we all was like, damn, Drew should have been the one to beat him when we had talked about it. Now, granted, we do joke about Drew losing. It's funny. It's all jokes. We all understand that Drew is actually that dude in the ring, and we also understand that he is a great champion. It's unfortunate when he became champion, it was COVID and it was a pandemic, but now it's just like this man has been undefeated 3 years, and even though we know that those past years, and we're talking about this year, the fact that people are just now just trying to see who's going to be the man to beat the man speaks volumes to me. So for me, I chose Roman. Don't get me wrong, Gunther has been doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Big Lurch been doing this thing. I'm not gonna hold y'all on that, but I gotta go with Roman.
All right. Rem, did you go?
I will go left field with this pick. I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy
Mm.
for what's that belt called? The International, right?
I think you got the. I think it's
It, Atlantic, yeah, Atlantic International, whatever that title is.
something.
Like
Yeah.
before he had that title, nobody was really taking your man serious. But your man was really out there defending that championship every show, every pay per view, and he did his thing. You can't not take him seriously now. Like your boy could go in the ring. Like I've been watching him, he could go. But when he came from champ that defending him that title, he showed and proved. So I give him that. I give him his credit.
Mm-hmm. All great picks. It's actually an interesting one. So far, we have Gunther being the popular pick. Well, the top pick, I should say. Um, I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley. Yeah, I gotta go Rhea's love with this one because Rhea, as much as I said before, with the tag team titles that the women have, they needed to do something separate because them fighting back and forth for the same title at one point. Well, no, they wasn't fighting for the same title back at one point, but Rhea stepped in and came into her own as well. Even though she's been established before, she's came into her own, especially having that defining win against Charlotte. And not to mention, she's also taken on the role, as we all said, that she is the unofficial leader of the Judgment Day, but she still has progressed and grown tremendously as herself. So I have to give it to Rhea because again, she's showing out with the World Women's title. She's doing her thing and she's making moves. So I'll give it to Rhea for the champion of the year. Yes, 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 yes. We have match of the year. I think I'll start this one because this is gonna be an interesting one. I'm gonna go with Damian Priest versus Bad Bunny in Puerto Rico. That was a very, very white hot crowd, and especially the way Bad Bunny came out, and that's probably his best match of his career. I think that's his third match he's had so far in the WWE, but for him to go home and then go into the ring with a fellow native Puerto Rican, and Damian Priest, and for Damian do the job and put him over, and the way that crowd was, yeah, I have to give that match to I have to give that Damian Priest and Bad Bunny match of the year. Puerto Rico. Let's do ladies first this time. Ray, what's your match of the year? Do ladies.
So my match of the year, funnily enough, is Zelina versus Rhea. Just because I felt like she just honestly that just showed like, bro, Rhea, just give her the belt. I understand, but she really just won me over in that exact moment when I watched her wrestle. Like she did an amazing job, and everyone just loved her there.
I hope so. She Puerto Rican. I hope they love
But I felt like it was more than just that. Like they were
her.
like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course it's because, but also like she really like put on a really good show and really like gave it her all.
No, she definitely did. I'm just saying that'd be wild if you go home and you get booed.
Could you, bro? I'm
That'd be
leaving. I walk
wild.
out. I wish I would hear one boo. I'm leaving, and I'm coming
Yo,
back so we can do it again. Let me hear a
imagine.
boo again.
Oh, she gonna do a Kurt Angle. She gonna leave. They come back until they start cheering.
A damn Skippy.
You remember Kurt did that shit? He got booed. And he kept going to the back until the crowd stopped saying, "You suck." Yeah, boy. That's what I love about wrestling. It's too many great moments, and it's too much. What's that shit they say in ELA? Text to self connections or text to text connections, whatever the hell it is. But yeah, that'd be funny. But yes, that's a very good one too, because that was I don't say a defining moment, but that was a good moment for Zelenia to be out there in front of her home people putting on a show. Uh, Duck, what you got?
Before I go, I just want to say, we got a few more categories. I just want to say we should take like a quick little break. You know what I'm saying? Just a little 3 minutes. Nothing too serious. But
Did you just say 3 minutes?
I mean, just a quick break. Wait. What did I just trigger? Yo, what's going on?
Oh, Duck, damn it.
You don't remember?
Damn
3 minutes?
it.
Wait.
Remember 3 minute warning?
R.I.P. By the way.
Remember Umaga
Oh,
and
Yeah,
yeah. Oh,
Eric Bischoff's
yo,
team.
yeah.
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 I forgot all about that. Um, my pick is Cody versus Roman at Mania. Um, because everybody just knew, and me myself included, that Cody was going to be the one to actually do it. Again, anime Cody. You know what I'm saying? Little, little Cody Uzumaki out here. You know what I'm
Cody,
saying? Talk, talk
Cody
no
was
jutsu out here. You know what I'm
Believe
saying?
it.
Believe it, bro. Like you had no choice but to believe it. Yo, Cody Uzumaki was out here, man, doing
bro.
this thing, and then the match came, and he just really
Yo,
showed how black he is because they wouldn't let a black man take that title, bro. And I don't appreciate it, but you know what? It is what it is. Now, all jokes aside, it was a great build up to the match, great promos, great stories, man. It was something that you know, we all loved. We all talked about it behind the scenes, and for me, I thought that Cody was going to be the one to do it. Um, it was a little bittersweet. I'm a Roman fan as well. I'm still happy Roman won it, but I wanted Cody to win it. But I definitely enjoyed that match. I enjoyed the build up. I enjoyed the story. My man he gave it his all and got screwed in the end, man. But my pick is Cody versus Roman.
okay. Cody Uzumaki got it. This man, Cody Uzumaki got it. Who we had? Ray Joseph. Joseph, what was your pick for match of the year?
Match of the year, basically for me, is the one that surprised me the most and had me like the most excited. Was the WrestleMania Men's Showcase match with the tag team, and Chad Gable doing the suplex to, or not a suplex. Yes, it was suplex to Braun Strowman.
Yep.
Then you had Angelo Dawkins doing the shoulder block to Braun Strowman. I mean, they were just tossing Braun Strowman around. Then you had the big guys going off the top of the rope. I mean, that match was just a 10 out of 10 for me. It was the most exciting to me. And I like that the Street Profits got the win. So,
As
yeah,
it
I'm
should.
going to go with the men's showcase match.
That match was nuts. That match was
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I forgot Dawkins hit stick Braun Strowman.
Yep.
He definitely caught him with the mean hit stick. That was definitely a moment. Braun did a good job putting him over for that. Shouts out to him for it. Uh, mm, Rem,
Yup.
your match of the year, good brother. I appreciate the T-shirt that you got on, though. I just want
Yes,
to let
sir.
you know it did not go unnoticed. I definitely do appreciate the merch.
Yes, sir. Yo, I'm gonna go with the match between Gunther, Sheamus, and our boy Drew. That
That
triple
was
threat
really good.
match for the IC title.
Mm-hmm.
That was a
Mm-hmm.
great match. It was hard hitting, and it only could have went 2 out of 3 ways. And Sheamus didn't get it.
Yo, you petty, bro.
Only one or two ways. Okay, Drew.
Well, that's the end of Let Me Talk Pod. See y'all next year. Have a good motherfucking Christmas, Hanukkah, all that shit. I'm sick of y'all.
Drew the last to get picked in dodgeball.
Yo.
Oh boy, Pat, did you go or you went?
Nah, I didn't go, and I'm glad you actually saved me last because I think you're not gonna like my pick. Well, my match of the year goes to the main event of WrestleMania Night 1. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens versus the Usos.
It was a good match. I ain't gonna hit it. It was a
Heel
good match.
turn. Heel turn.
It was a good match. I ain't gonna hit it.
It was a good match, and I felt like of all the matches on that card, it had the best story to end the night. Like, granted, we all know Sami Zayn is a heel. He infiltrated the bloodline and basically tried to gentrify it. It didn't go his way, and he got his ass whooped for it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking at from the traditional standpoint, he was the baby face in that whole entire feud. The whole point of the feud was to show that the Usos and the bloodline are dominant. They kicked Sami Zayn out. He tried to get his best friend back for weeks. He was like, nah, I don't want nothing to do with you. Despite the fact that Kevin Owens has turned on Sami like 30,000 times, and this is the only time Sami's ever done it. And he's like, nah, man, what you did was wrong. But we'll go into that another day. But to tell that story and to have them win their first gold together as tag champs at the end of WrestleMania, I ain't gonna lie. Even for me, I kind of felt like that was a touching moment. And if they said that the Bloodline storyline ended there, I'd have been fine with it. It was perfect. Great match. You know, the whole point of Solo almost having the Bloodline win the match because of him, only to have him fumble the bag, and then Sammy being the one to kick Jey Uso with the haluva kick 3 times and win the match. That was great storytelling. That's my match of the year.
Fun fact. After that match, I went on 2K. I beat the dog shit out of Sami Zayn.
As you should have.
And the best part was, it was a handicap 3-on-1 handicap match with the Usos and Solo Sikoa in it. And I felt much better after. Okay. All right. This is fun. Well, until we get back, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a quick break. You know, all this talking leaves a brother parched.